Assalamualaikum. I hope everyone is good. Today in this video we'll be solving question number 2 of exercise 1.1 of unit number 1, which is quadratic equations. In this question we are going to solve the quadratic equation by the method which is given as factorization. So these equations, by solving the equation means we have to find out the value of x. So for finding out the value of x, we'll use the method of middle term break factor. How we are going to break the middle term? Let's do stepwise working. In middle term break factor, we multiply first term by last term. In the first term, the coefficient is 1. So we'll multiply first term by last term, we'll get 20. Now we'll write all the factors of 20. And out of these factors, we are going to select that factor which makes the middle term. If we add and subtract this factor, it comes out, it should be the middle term. So if you see, we subtract 4 and 5, we get minus 1. So we'll be using this factor. So x square minus 5x plus 4x minus 20 equals 0. We have to take care of signs as well because we need minus x over here. So minus 5 plus 4 becomes minus 1. So now out of these four terms, we'll take common x as common from the first two terms. We'll get x minus 5, and from the last two terms we take 4 common. We'll get x minus 5 again. Now if you see, again the whole bracket is common, so we'll take it as common, x minus 5, and we are left with x, and we are left with plus 4. Now we got two factors equal 0. So we'll equate each of these factors one by one to 0. So either we'll write x minus 5 equals 0 or x plus 4 equals 0. Then we are having x equal to 5 and x equals to minus 4. So these two are the answers. So at the end we'll write down the solution set, which is minus 4 and 5. I hope you understand the sum. Let's solve one more sum of the same exercise, the same question. Part 2. Part 2 is 3y square minus y into y minus 5. So how we are going to solve this? 3y square, we'll open up the bracket on the right hand side. It will become y square minus 5y. So let's take all the terms to the left hand side. 3y square minus y square plus 5y equals 0. 3y square and y square are same terms. So when we subtract them, we'll get 2y square plus 5y equals 0. Out of these two terms, y will be taken as common factor. So we are left with 2y plus 5 equals 0. Now we got two factors. We'll equate these two factors one by one equals to 0. So we have y is equal to 0 or 2y plus 5 equals 0. So here we have y is equal to 5 divided by 2 minus 5 divided by 2. And so these are the two answers. So at the end we have to write down the solution set, which is minus 5 by 2 and 0. This is the answer. I hope you understand the sum. Now let's solve another sum of the same question. The third part, 4 minus 32x equals 17x square. Let's see. Usually with the term x square we are having plus sign. So here in this sum we'll take all the terms from the left hand side to the right hand side. So it will become 17x square plus 32x minus 4. This can also be written as 17x square plus 32x minus 4 equals 0. Now again we'll apply the method of middle term break factor. So we'll multiply first term by last term. 17 into 4, it becomes 68. So we have to find out the factors of 68, and from all the factors of 68 we have to select those factors which we add or subtract so that it will become the middle term. So we'll select 34x minus 2x minus 4 equals 0. So you see, if you subtract 34 minus 2, we'll get 32. So from the first two terms, we'll take 17x common. We are left with x plus 2. And from the last two terms, we'll take minus 2 common, so that we get x plus 2. The two same brackets will get again. Then we have x plus 2 as common. So we are left with 17x and minus 2 equals 0. So we got two factors. We'll equate these two factors equals to 0 one by one. X plus 2 equals 0, or 17x minus 2 equals 0. So we are having x equal to minus 2 and x equal to 2 by 17. At the end, we have to write down the solution set. So our solution set will be 2 by 17 comma minus 2. Right? Hope you understand the sum. Let's solve one more sum of the same question, which is the fourth part. Fourth part is x squared minus 11x equals 152. Let's make the equation to standard quadratic equation, which we are having 0 on the right hand side. So we'll take 152 on the left hand side. It will become minus 152 equals 0. So again we'll apply the method of middle term break factor. So we'll get, we have to select the factors of 152, which we add or subtract so that it can become the middle term. So we have selected 19 and 8. So that if you subtract 19, 8, we'll get 11. So we got 4 terms, 88x. So we got 4 terms. Out of these first two terms, x can be taken as common factor. So you are left with x minus 19. On the next two terms, you can take 8 as common factor. You are left with x minus 19. Again, the two brackets are same. We can take them as common. And we are left with x and then plus 8. So we got two factors. We'll equate these two factors equal to 0 one by one. X minus 19 equals 0, or x plus 8 equals 0. So you're left with x equals 19 and x equals minus 8. So at the end, we have to write down the solution set, which is minus 8 and 19. I hope you understand the sum. Let's solve another part of the same question. Let's write down the question first. Fifth part, x plus 1 over x plus x over x plus 1 equals 25 by 12. So if you see our equation, the given equation this time is not in standard form. So we'll make first them as standard quadratic equation. For that, we have to remove the denominators, and for removing the denominators, we'll take the LCM. We'll multiply the whole equation by the LCM, so that in the very first step of working, our denominators will get rid of these denominators. So we multiply equation by LCM. Here the LCM is x. We'll write the number first. 12 into x plus 1. This is the LCM. We'll multiply the whole equation by this LCM. Let's multiply it. 12 into x plus 1, and the original term, the first term of the equation. Then again LCM, 12 into x plus 1, and the second term of the equation. Then again 12 into x plus 1, and the original term of the equation. So you see, we have multiplied the whole equation by the LCM. Now we are left with, let's see, our denominators will get cancelled. And now we'll write down the remaining terms. So 12 as it is, x plus 1 into x plus 1. Let's see, you can multiply them. Actually, it becomes the first algebraic identity. You can open it directly, or you can expand it like this. And then plus 12x square, and then let's say 25x into x plus 1, right? Now we are going to again solve it further. It will become x square plus 2x plus 1 plus 12x square. And again we are supposed to open up the bracket on the right hand side. 25x square plus 25x. And on the left hand side, we'll open up the bracket. 12x square, 12 2 times 24x plus 12 plus 12x square again, and 25x square plus 25x. Let's solve it further. How you are going to solve it? Let's see. 12x square plus 12x square becomes 24x square plus 24x plus 12, and here it becomes 25x square plus 25. Usually we write plus sign with the square term. 25 is the bigger number, so we'll move all the terms from the left hand side to the right hand side of the equation so that we can simplify them. 24 x square becomes minus 24x square minus 24x minus 12. So you see these two are same terms, it will become x square. These two are x square. It will be, these are the two same terms, so it will become plus x and minus 12, right? So it can also be written as x square plus x minus 12 equals 0. Now the given equation now is converted into standard quadratic equation, so we can apply the method of factorization, and we were applying middle term break factor. So we have to multiply first term by last term, we'll get 12. We have to use those factors of 12 which we add or subtract so that it becomes the middle term. So we'll use plus 4x minus 3x. So if you see, when you subtract them, it will become 1x. When you multiply them, it will become 12. So again, we got 4 terms. From the first 2 terms, we'll take x as common. From the last 2 terms, we'll get 3 as common. Again, our two brackets become same. So x plus 4 and x minus 3. So we'll equate these two factors one by one to 0. So either x plus 4 equals 0 or x minus 3 equals 0. So x equal to minus 4 and x equal to 3. So we have to write down the solution set at the end, which is minus 4 comma 3 bracket close. So let's solve one more sum of the same question, which is we are solving the quadratic equation by the method of factorization. So I think this is the last part of question number 2. 2 over x minus 9 equals 1 over x minus 3 minus 1 over x minus 4. Again, we are having fractions and the equation is not in the standard form. So we'll remove the denominators. So we'll multiply the equation by LCM. In this case, LCM is x minus 9, x minus 3, x minus 4, so that we can get rid of these denominators in the very first step. X minus 9, x minus 3, x minus 4, 2 over x minus 9. Again, x minus 9, x minus 3 into x minus 4, and 1 over x minus 3. So you can use square bracket as well. And then x minus 9, x minus 3, x minus 4, and then 1 over x minus 4. Let's see the terms which are going to be cancelled. X minus 9 by x minus 9, x minus 3 by this, and x minus 4. Now we just have to open up the brackets. Let's multiply the brackets. Let's multiply 2x minus 6 into x minus 4. So we have multiplied 2 by this term, right? And then on the right hand side, we are having these two factors left. So we'll multiply them. It becomes x square minus 4x minus 9x and plus 36, right? And then we are having minus sign. So for minus sign, we'll use the bracket. It will become x square minus 3x minus 9x and plus 27. Let's solve it further. It will become 2x square, 8x, and then minus 6x plus 24. And on the right hand side, let's solve it further. X square minus 13x plus 36 minus x square minus 12x plus 27. it will become 2x square minus 14x plus 24, and here x square will just open up the bracket, and because of this minus sign all the signs will get changed. It will become minus x square, it will become 12x, it will become minus 27, right? So let's see, x square and x square are the same terms, they can get cancelled, and let's solve it further. Now 2x square minus 14x plus 24, here we are having this term and this term, so that it will become, when you add the two terms, minus 13 plus 12 become minus x, right? And these two are constant terms. 36 minus 27 becomes 9, so it will become plus 9, right? Let's solve it further. We'll take all the terms to the left hand side. So here it will become 2x square minus 14x plus 24 plus x minus 9 equals 0, right? So let's solve it further. So it will become 24x square, these two are same terms, it will become minus 13x, and when you saw 24 and 9, it will become plus 15 equals 0. So now that a given equation is converted into standard quadratic form, and we can apply the method of middle term break factor. So we will multiply first term by last term, we get 30, and for the out of those factors of 30 we have to select those factors that can become 13. So if you see, we can apply 10 and 3, the two factors, 10 3 times 30, and when you add or subtract the two factors, it becomes 13, the middle term. So we have broken down the middle term. So we got four factors, four terms. Out of these four terms, first two terms, 2x can be taken as a common, and out of the last two terms, 3 can be taken as common. And then x minus 5 and 2x minus 3 equals 0. So we got two factors. We'll equate these two factors one by one to 0. Either x minus 5 equals 0 or 2x minus 3 equals 0. Here we'll get x equal to 5, and here we'll get x equal to 3 by 2. So at the end you have to write down the solution set, which is 3 by 2 and comma 5 bracket close. So this is how we have solved the equations, quadratic equation, by the method of factorization, and we have applied the method of middle term break factor. And in those questions where fractions were given, we have first converted the fractions in the standard quadratic form, and then we further have factorized it, and we have find the solution set. I hope you understand each step of working. Still, if you don't, you can ask me in comments. Thank you so very much. Allah Hafiz.